This is our DNA. This is this dedication, this customer focus from the workshop manager to the engineer up to the top management. We are not working together with companies for a short period of time just to gain a short-term benefits. It's not that what we want.
We are almost certain that the best fuel consumption out of any brand that is out there, we are almost 100% sure about that. In Sri Lanka, Mercedes will be number one.
Welcome to another edition of Echelon. Today we are going to talk about mobility, an interesting aspect for infrastructure as well as economic growth. Today we have two interesting personalities representing two iconic brands, DIMO and Mercedes-Benz. We have Mr. Harold Smith, who is the CEO of Daimler Trucks and Buses for Southeast Asia. And we have Mr. Rajiv Panditage, the Executive Director of DIMO. Ayubowan, and welcome to today's program. As you know, mobility is a very important aspect. It's not just moving from point A to point B, especially when it comes to the tourism industry, right? When it comes to passenger experience, mobility plays a very important role. So I start with you, Rajiv. As an integral player and a key player in the industry, what does mobility mean to the tourism industry?
Mobility is everything. So tourism, the very definition of that is a person from outside of Sri Lanka arriving in our country. So it's the impression that we make from the time they arrive at the airport. They travel around our beautiful island and come back safely to the airport to go back to their home countries. As DIMO, we have shaped the mobility space for over 85 years. And we are in a very unique situation. We are going to reshape the passenger transportation in terms of tourism and public transportation. Mass-scale public transportation is vital for improving your tourism in a country. We have so many areas that in Sri Lanka that we can travel, and getting our tourists, also the local tourists, into these various parts of the country, the hill country, our east coast, the north, the south, and also our beautiful national parks, safely, in comfort, with peace of mind. And the drivers are at their utmost comfort and safety. So when you travel in these products, we know that, this public transportation, whether it's a tourist or a local, is vital for boosting your economy. And mobility is one of the integral factors of economic growth in any economy. So more so that we have now opened up in terms of transportation as well as tourism. We are getting record numbers in the last few months. So this will only help mass-scale tourism have a better platform to sell.
So Harold, you look after a very important region in the world. When it comes to mobility solutions and products, there are a lot of trends that have come about, especially when it comes to emerging sectors and important sectors like tourism. What are some of these key things that you've observed, trends in particular?
I mean, what we definitely see is that the luxury and the safety aspect is becoming more and more important, of course. So you want to travel, as Rajiv has said, in a safe, in a comfortable way. I mean, when you arrive here after some hour flight, and you get into your bus, you want to have a comfortable ride because you want to arrive at your destination in a comfortable way. So that's definitely something what we see globally. Bus will remain the transport solution for the public, not only in Sri Lanka, but in most of the markets in Southeast Asia and in the Asian context. So therefore, that will play a major role. The other topic is definitely safety. It's something, and this is really where we believe as Mercedes-Benz can contribute and that we have an offer then for our clients out there.
Rajiv, when you look at the industry stakeholders, it can be a hotelier, it can be a tour operator, and so forth. They will need to make significant decisions when it comes to providing that real user experience, the tourism experience. When it comes to identifying mobility solutions, what are some of the challenges that they face from a Sri Lankan context? And what are some of the opportunities that you see that they can piggyback on?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge in the industry that we face is our past. We are used to a certain way of thinking. I think it's high time we come out of that, and especially now that Sri Lanka is turning over a new page. It's about our mindset. How can we attract high-end, top-end tourists? And to do that, like what Harold said, we need a luxury brand, a luxury mark, which is synonymous in Mercedes-Benz. So I think I've read in the recent past, even though our numbers are high, the type of tourist that comes are not the high spender.
Right.
So for a tour operator or a hotelier to get that high spender, when they come out of the airport, when you see that 3-pointed star welcoming you into a bus that takes you to a hotel, I think from there on the investor can ask for a higher price, a higher value. And when you work with Mercedes and DIMO, I have seen multiple times on our highways where cars have been stopped for whatever reason. You won't face that with us. And not that I'm going to say that it's all 100%, but as DIMO, we'll be with you. We promise within 2 hours to be at your location, wherever you are in the country, to give you a small Panadol so that you can get to your final destination. So that comfort that you will have, a tour operator will have returning tourists coming back because you've given them a superior experience. So by that, in the long term, even though you pay a small premium at the start, in the long term, you will be able to get that return. I think Harold will explain further. In the region, there are buses running over 1 million kilometers. So, the longevity of these buses with the right service from DIMO is there for you to earn that money back over a 4 to 5 year period. So I think as a tour operator and a hotelier, yes, you invest a bit more in the front, but you will be able to get a premium on your each and every tourist that comes in. So I think it's a win-win for everybody there.
Well, that's not just words from Rajiv. I think it's almost 9 decades of exemplifying that at a local level and industry practice. Harold, to you, what's so different? We know Mercedes is a world-class product. It defines luxury when it comes to vehicles. But when it comes to buses, in particular, what is so different? What is the positioning of Mercedes?
Yeah, that's of course a very good question, and it's absolutely clear. Let me go back from the beginning, of the transportation here in Sri Lanka. I mean, Mercedes-Benz shaped the transportation in the country. And we want to come back to that, exactly to that situation. So we launched now the Mercedes-Benz buses again after many years of absence, and we want to shape the bus transportation in the next few years. So how do we want to do that? And that was exactly, it turns all around of the comfort, its safety, and reliability. So on the comfort side, definitely, it's with our bus. It's the most comfortable bus because we have the air suspension, we have the best engine, we have engine brakes, and all these technology features, right? On the safety side as well, I mean, with the ABS, with the engine brake, and all the features what we have in there. I mean, this is our DNA. And last but not least, the reliability. I mean, as Rajiv has said, I mean, when you are down with a bus, and it can happen, yeah, you want to get somebody to help and get the bus back on the road again. You don't want to get stuck for 2 hours and wait for another bus to come. It's you want to get it fixed soon. And here, DIMO Motors, of course, is the partner. In addition to that, the chassis is only one part of the business. The body is the other part of the business. And when we cooperate with our bodybuilders, we select them very, very carefully so that they also understand our philosophy of luxury, of comfortable, and also reliability. So we have selected Laksana. It's an Indonesian bodybuilder, which is really state of the art. And we have buses running in Indonesia exactly with that configuration for more than 1 million kilometers. We have more than 1,000 buses on the road, and we are absolutely sure that this is the right bus for Sri Lanka.
And if it works in Indonesia, a country that is well known for tourism, it should work in Sri Lanka as well. Yeah. Raju, important point. I'm just trying to take a cue of what Harold just mentioned. Now, when it comes to the industry, fleet management, longevity, after sales are things that most people will look at, especially the OPEX side of owning a vehicle, an asset. There is this notion that Mercedes might be expensive. Yeah. Can it support our business? Will it be another burden to our business? Will we have that real differentiator? Maybe you can give a little bit of your own expertise to dispel that myth.
You rightly said it's a myth. Our parts go for longer. So, your TCO probably is the best when it comes to Mercedes-Benz. So if you use a brake pad, sure enough, your quality is higher. You may pay a 10% premium, but do you want to spend that 10% more so that your bus stops a bit quicker than all the other competition that is out there that could be life or death? How much money do you put on a person's life, a tourist's life? Your whole, if somebody dies or unfortunately meet with an accident or something like that, how much money are you going to put on that? So that's what a tour operator or a hotelier need to ask themselves. Having said that, our components, our spare parts all run longer. As Harold mentioned, you can see in Indonesia, they've run over 1 million kilometers merely with servicing the vehicle. So over a period of time, your total cost of ownership will be the least. And we are almost certain that the best fuel consumption out of any brand that is out there in Sri Lanka, Mercedes will be number one. We are almost 100% sure about that. And we have also run a bus here at the moment. So we are sure that will give that return. So at the point of paying, to be very frank, yes, you will pay a 5-10% premium, but that 5-10% premium will come in twofolds in a return over a period of time, and especially on a high interest country like ours, your return will be far greater. So, if you service from the agent and if you really look after the bus over the 5 to 10 year period, you'll be earning a lot of money for your business.
Harold, both from a Mercedes-Benz and DIMO's own perspective, you had that first move advantage. You wanted to come in and be the game changer in the market. But from an outsider's perspective, if you look at Sri Lanka's tourism potential, where do you think Sri Lankan stakeholders in the industry are missing out? And how would companies like Mercedes-Benz be able to help them?
Yeah, I mean, we help them with the best offer. Very, very simple. And here Mercedes-Benz fits perfectly in, right? To have a very good proposition for our customers and for the tourism sector here. I mean, first of all, you want to attract, of course, you want to attract tourism, of course, but you want to attract high-class tourism. And we crossed that topic already before, right? So when you want to attract these kind of customers and these clients, then you need to offer good transportation solutions. And this is exactly where Mercedes-Benz then, of course, comes in. But as I said, exactly explained it in the right way. It's the TCO, the total cost of ownership. It's not only the first purchasing price, but it's, of course, the entire value chain and the cost of the value chain. One significant factor of this TCO is always the residual value after 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, right? Yeah. And I mean, it's there to say that that the Mercedes-Benz bus has a very good residual value. And of course, this offsets this initial higher price quite good, right? I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Of course, price is just one thing, right? The second thing is the overall proposition, because what we shouldn't forget is some of these tourists are experiencing that in different parts of the world. And they would want, especially when they come to hotel chains, that they are having loyalty points and all of that.
Absolutely.
To see that difference means that there might be a negative perception about the overall product that tourism has. Rajiv, this goes to both of you all, right? With great products, great positioning, comes great partnerships. And the Mercedes-Benz DIMO partnership has been at a next level. Why does it create a huge value proposition to both of you all? And how do you see this partnership going from strength to strength?
Let me take that. Because this is dear to my heart. I mean, with DIMO Motors, we are more than 85 years in partnership. This goes back beyond my father and my grandfather's time. I mean, this is amazing. And when you go there, and we've been there today in the after sales workshop, then you have the answer of partnership. This is this dedication, this customer focus from the workshop manager to the engineer up to the top management. It's this customer care and customer focus where you hardly can find in other places. And this is really what I say, this is partnership. And partnership for us is always a long-term partnership. We are not working together with companies for a short period of time just to gain a short-term benefits. It's not that what we want. We celebrate good times, but we also go through difficult times together. And this is where I say it's partnership. And with DIMO Motors here in Sri Lanka, we really have the best partner in the country.
Like to add something on that, Rajiv?
Yeah, I mean, 85 years is well beyond my time. So, I mean, our values, if you take the DIMO's ethics and values, which are there on our annual report, it's in synonymous with what Mercedes-Benz holds for. You know, customer centricity, loyalty, ethics, trust, leadership. So, you know, our DNA is almost from everybody, as he said, from the workshop foreman to the chairman, is very similar. So we really value that. And Mercedes-Benz, you know, we are known as the Benz company in Sri Lanka. So it's synonymous to our heart, and it's synonymous to our nation. I mean, everybody who looks at that three-pointed star knows that it is from DIMO. So what this partnership brings to the community is trust. I think that's what it brings. So it's not just tourism. We are here to also to uplift the public transportation for our locals as well. The current government is doing a lot of work to uplift that, and we want to be the pioneer. The first set of CTB buses were Mercedes-Benz in Sri Lanka many, many decades ago. So we are here to reshape that as well. And that means anybody who doesn't even come through a tour group, who just gets on a public bus, should be able to, you know, with our partnership, experience the comfort, the reliability and safety of a Mercedes-Benz vehicle on the roads.
Put it simply, world-class German engineering with authentic Sri Lankan service excellence. I think that would be the partnership. So in conclusion, again, tourism is a low-hanging fruit, great opportunity for Sri Lanka. We are strategically positioned. It's a country that should be in every tourist bucket list. In conclusion, with the world-class products that you all are bringing in to support the ecosystem, anything you would like to tell the tourism stakeholders on how they can capitalize more in conclusion?
Yeah, I mean, this is just a start. And we are all here. We are here to listen to the industry, what they want, and we in partnership is there to offer them so that they can attract the high-paying tourists, the high-end tourists. And also we hear the public, they want safer vehicles, comfortable vehicles. We hear the drivers, the other stakeholders who want a better driving experience, safer driving experience, less harmful emissions on the road in our beautiful country. So we hear all of this. And as we launch this new bus today, we are all ears to see how we can introduce more buses, a wider range, so that it caters to the various tourism segments. And as we mentioned, we want to reshape the tourist industry again, as we have done a few years ago. And we are here for the long term. So we are not here for the short term just to sell a bus for 1 year and move away from that. So we will be in partnership with all these tour companies, all the hoteliers, to really improve a product that is Tourism Sri Lanka to the world.
Yeah, we will bring in new products for sure, so that we can target a lot of customer groups, of course. So by mid of next year, we have the full range. So we're going to bring a 10-tonner. So it's a smaller bus. We will bring a front engine bus. It's another one. But one topic is really dear to my heart is the safety. If we can contribute to reducing accidents in the country, not only for these luxury transportation and tourism, but for the public, for the Sri Lankan people. I know it's a way to go, but that's our vision, that we can contribute and support here as well to make Sri Lankan roads in bus just a safer place, safer roads.
So if you're a tourism stakeholder, you are competing for every possible tourist, and in your value proposition, mobility solutions should not be ignored. Today we had Mercedes-Benz talking about their newest offering, what they're bringing into the table, the safety, the engineering capability, and then the trusted service excellence of DIMO. Thank you very much, Rajiv and Haral, for joining us today for another edition of Echelon.